What's going on, everybody? I am back with another Prize Picks WNBA player props video. This one going to be breaking it down, giving you guys 5 picks to get you winning some money over here on Prize Picks. As always, if you haven't checked out Prize Picks, would highly recommend you check them out. It is a player props website and app where you can win money off of picking the over and under on things like players' points, assists, rebounds, assists, fantasy score, etc. Go ahead and use that promo code KJK DFS to receive an instant match deposit up to $100 on your first deposit today. Again, that is code KJK DFS. Go to lock that in, get that free money offer, and start winning some money over here on Prizepicks with these picks today, guys. And if you are getting very serious, I do offer premium content packages. That's linked below in the description. I do offer a Prizepicks WNBA package, also in the process of launching an Underdog WNBA, as well as MLB, and I will be launching an all sports package as well. So if you're interested in that, check that out. If you want to wait till the 1st of July, I'll have all those other packages released. But if you want to hop in and get the Prizepicks WNBA right now, get access to all of my core plays, my Discord, all that fun stuff. Definitely worth the value, and we are on a 7-1 run. Last time out we went 3-1. We had the Brianna Store over fantasy score. Unfortunately, she was the only one that didn't hit. We needed above 38 for her. She got 34.8, and got in some foul trouble in that game. Had to be put on the bench. Only shot one time in the whole third quarter, and then it came back in the fourth quarter. Turned it on enough, but not enough for us to get over the fantasy score. And then we had the over for Emma Mason. She hit, over for Liz Cambage, and over for Derica Hamby. So 7-1, looking to keep it going. And if you enjoyed this content, would be greatly appreciated if you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. Like goal is going to be 200 likes. I know we can get there. We're on a 7-1 run. Come on, let's get the good juju going. Hit that like button and let's stay hot. So, as always, we're going to go game by game. Got 5 good ones for you. And we're going to start with the Atlanta Dream taking on the Dallas Wings. This game comes in with a 164 over-under. It is a 4-point spread in favor of the Dallas Wings. And this is going to be my favorite pick on the entire video. Absolute smash spot right here. And it's going to be Cheyenne Parker over 26 fantasy score. My projections do not agree with Prizepicks on this line in an extreme manner, to say the least. I have Cheyenne Parker projected to go out there and put up 41 tonight. And her line is set at 26. So this is a smash spot for me. She's averaging 32.6 over her last 5. And, I mean, I've never seen a line that I've disagreed with this much since I've been doing Prizepicks. This is ridiculous. Cheyenne Parker, absolutely love this spot for the Atlanta Dream. They are dealing with some injuries, which has made her have to step up here and step into a bigger role. So I don't know if Prizepicks didn't get the memo on that, but Eric Wheeler's out. Christy Wallace is out. Nia Coffey's out, as well as Kia Vaughn, and as well as Tiffany Hayes. So, I mean, they're just dealing with some injuries right now. It's forced Cheyenne Parker to step into a bigger role. She's been absolutely crushing as of late. She did have one bad game here against Connecticut where she only played 16 minutes. But you look outside of that, 49, 45, 39. She's playing 30, 29, 34 minutes respectively. And just absolutely crushing it. She racks up the blocks and steals as well, where you get 3 points for every one of those blocks and steals on Prizepicks for the fantasy score. You can see 4 blocks, 4 steals last time out. 1 block, 2 steals. 1 block, 3 steals. And then, of course, she's going to score and rebound. 20, 13, 13 and 10, 16 and 6. I mean, just absolutely crushing. And like I said, man, this has got to be my favorite play on the board. I've never seen this much of a difference in my projection as compared to the line. Over 26 fantasy score for Cheyenne Parker is going to be pick number 1 in the video. Pick number 2, we're going to be headed to the Minnesota Lynx, taking on the Phoenix Mercury, and we're going to be targeting someone we've been targeting a ton, and that is Skylar Diggins-Smith. This game comes in with a 167.5 over-under. It's a 5-point spread in favor of the Phoenix Mercury. Skylar Diggins-Smith absolutely been crushing, and I do like her fantasy score over here on Prizepicks as well. They've got her set at 36. As far as her production as of late, she's averaging 39.2 over her last 5. I've got her projected to go out there and put up 43 tonight. In a spot against an opponent that ranked 11th out of 12 teams in the league against her position. She should absolutely crush here. That's the last thing I forgot to mention on Cheyenne Parker as well. She is taking on the opposing team in the Dallas Wings, who currently rank 10th overall against her position. And the Dallas Wings I've been targeting with bigs all season long. We just barely targeted Liz Cambage against them. We'll gladly, continue to target them. Just want to mention that. But Skylar Diggins-Smith, yeah. So 43 projected for me. 11th best team in the league against our position. against Minnesota. That is second to last in the league. 5-point spread, expected to be a decently paced game as well with a 167.5 over under here. And she's just been crushing. You look at how she contributes on the season as far as her fantasy points per game. She's putting up 35 fantasy points per game. And how is she doing so? Well, she plays lots of minutes. She contributes in all categories, and she racks up a bunch of steals. So 21, 3, 10, 2 steals, 13, 5, 6, 3 blocks, 1 steal, 11, 3, 8, 3 blocks, 3 steals, 27, 4, 5, 3 steals. Can't really ask for much more as far as a fantasy point contributor. And she is one of the league leaders in steals. 1.7 steals per game puts her right up there in the 1, 2, 3, 4 top 5. So obviously that's going to help us out tremendously with the fantasy points. And that's the other thing on Cheyenne Parker as well. I'll mention with her, she's averaging 1.2 blocks and 1.3 steals per game. So once again, both these ladies will rack it up as far as the peripherals are concerned, which is big because once again, you get 3 points for every one of those blocks and steals as far as fantasy score is concerned. Those are a big helper. So I like the over Skylar Diggins-Smith fantasy score here as pick number 2 on the video. Pick number 3, we're going to be heading on over to the Chicago Sky, taking on the Las Vegas Aces. This game has the highest total on the slate. It's a 175.5 over under, 8-point spread in favor of the Las Vegas Aces, so it should be nice and fast-paced here. And I want to target a player who we have been targeting, once again, pretty consistently here, but they continue to have her fantasy score too low as far as I'm concerned. That's going to be Wnba Mieseman. Absolutely love this spot for her. 33 fantasy score. I've got her projected to go out there and put up 42 in this spot, so topping this line by a pretty wide margin. Now, she does get a tough matchup against Las Vegas. They are the second best team in the league against her position. So I will say that, the center position, they have been really tough on. A'ja Wilson down low. So that's the only thing that I don't like about this spot. But I think they need her presence against A'ja Wilson. She's playing lots of minutes. As far as her per minute production and what she does, she racks up a ton of steals. Definitely a league leader in steals as far as her steals per game. She's averaging 2.1 steals per game, and she's averaging a block per game as well. And then when you look at the minutes and everything else she's doing, once again, around the rim, oftentimes she's going to be involved in the rebounds or on the glass, scoring inside. 32, 38, 31, 31 minutes the last 4 times out, playing massive minutes. 12, 8, 4, 3 blocks, 1 steal last time. 17, 12, 3, 1 blocks, 3 steals. 20, 11, 5, 2 blocks, 2 steals. So, I mean, she's just been absolutely crushing. 43, 51, 46, 36. I don't really understand why they have her line set in the low 30s, but hey, I'm not going to complain. I'll continue to take it. 41.5 over her last 5. Like I said, I've got her projected to put up 42 in this spot. The only thing is the tough matchup, but with her being around the rim, I still think the blocks and steals just provide so much value when it comes to fantasy score. I want to continue to target her, so Wnba Mieseman going to be pick number 3 on the video. And for picks number 4 and 5, we're going to be heading over to the other side of this game in the Las Vegas Aces. I mean, this team is just constantly popping to target. Like, every single player on this team is just, they're so good. 13-2 record, 175.5 over under. And consistently, I have, like, every single player on this team projected over, it seems like, their fantasy score. You'd have to be a little bit selective. Obviously, it's a little bit negatively correlated to taking all the players on the same team. I mean, only one player can score per possession. Only one player can accumulate a stat per play, typically. Well, assists and points, there's exceptions, but you get what I'm saying. Typically, it's negatively correlated, but definitely have 2 picks I really like here. So pick number 1, we're going to be rocking with Kelsey Plum to start things off at the point guard position for this Vegas team. She's been phenomenal. You look at her, 39 over her last 5. She plays massive minutes, one of the league leaders in minutes as far as her minutes per game. She's playing 34.1 minutes per game. Skylar Diggins-Smith is up there as well. We talked about her, 34.3. Kelsey Plum right behind her. And really just great fantasy point producer. She doesn't quite have as much of block and steal equity as some of the other ladies we talked about. Typically, she's kind of doing it, via her assists, rebounds, and points. But when you're on the floor for 34 minutes, you will have a chance to rack up the blocks and steals, which I continue to talk about. But that's big for fantasy score. I mean, it helps a lot. When you're on the floor and you get those blocks and steals, you don't get the added bonus with the other categories that you target, like fantasy score. So you see last time out, she put up 21, 4, 6. She had 1 steal. The time before, 27, 4, 3. She had nothing, but then 17, 3, 8, 2 steals. 32, 4, 5, 1 block, 2 steals. So, I mean, Kelsey Plum just plays a ton of minutes. She gets buckets. She gets rebounds. She gets assists. She's very well-rounded. And then with the amount of minutes she's on the floor, of course, the block and steal equity is going to be there as well. So, for me, like the over 33.5 projected fantasy score here, I've got her projected to go out there and put up 40, so have her clear on this line pretty easily as well. So that's going to be pick number 4 in the video. And pick number 5 is going to be her teammate, absolute fantasy beast. it's going to be Asia Wilson at the center position against Emma Messiman. Really do like this spot for her as well. They've got her line set at 39.5. She's just been absolutely beasting and feasting out there the last 3 games. She's put up 66, 49, and 47 points respectively. I've got her projected to go out there and put up 47 in this spot. Kelsey Plum also, one thing I didn't mention with her is that the Chicago side is ranked dead last against her position. So that's another big selling point for me on Kelsey Plum. Just want to mention that real quick. They're 12th overall in the league against her position. And then for Asia Wilson, they're 8th overall in the league. So defensively, that has not really been their strong suit. I think Asia Wilson continues to dominate here. Once again, a player that plays down low and racks up a ton of blocks. She is a leader in that category in the league. She has 2.5 blocks per game, 0.9 steals per game. So once again, a player that we can count on to rack up some of those blocks and steals, which goes a long way for the fantasy score. You're looking at her game logs and how she's contributing across the board. 35, 35, 33 minutes the last 3 times out. She's put up 25, 8, 4, 2 blocks, 1 steal. 25, 5, 1, 4 blocks, 2 steals. 35, 11, 1, 4 blocks, 2 steals. Just an absolute fantasy beast. Love this spot for her tonight, taking on an opponent that ranks 8th overall against her position. And she will be my pick number 5 on this video to get you win some money over here on Prizepicks, guys. That's my 5. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. If you haven't checked out the premium content packages, go and check those out. Link below in the description, patreon.com/KJK_DFS. And if you haven't signed up for Prizepicks, sign up today. Use that promo code KJK DFS to receive an instant match on your first deposit up to $100. Wishing you all the best of luck on your player props picks tonight, and we will see you in the next one.